welcome back to another video. I personally feel like I haven't seen you guys in a long time because I haven't been filming throughout the holidays. It is January 5th today, I believe. I took a quick little break because I wasn't really working on small business things, and I went home to my parents' house to do the holidays, and now I am back first full week of January and feel like I'm getting back into my routine. So I thought we would just get right back into small business vlogs. It's actually a Friday and I just got back from the office at work, my 9-to-5 job, and I have quite a few orders that need to be fulfilled. I also need to make a couple things like custom orders. My current obsession with my business is packing orders because everything just looks so pretty when it's all just like laid out. I normally don't see all my products like all together fully finished unless if it's a pop-up shop or a vendor market. So when I get to see all of this on my desk, it just like all looks so pretty and I get really excited. So I am doing this right now, and after I do that, I want to experiment with a cool new tool that I just received. I unboxed it in a different video, but it's xTool, and they did send over their laser cutter machine. I'm so excited to use it for the first time, so I'm going to try that out with you guys, and we'll see what else we can get done today. Something I hear a lot of people say is that they can never start a small business, they can never start a side hustle because they don't have any time at all. They like are absolutely booked. But I thought I would share like a few tips throughout this video of how I kind of manage my time and where I find little bits and pieces of time within the day to put towards my small business and my goals. So I hope this helps some of you out. Guys, I'm literally obsessed with this xTool machine. This is the first time I'm trying it out, actually, with the lasering. I unboxed it in a different video, but I'm obsessed. Basically, it scores, engraves, and cuts different sorts of materials so quickly, like quicker than most other, I think, laser cutters out there. And it's super portable. Like, it was really easy for me to take it off of my shelf where I keep it and bring it onto my table, and some people bring it to vendor markets and pop-ups. This could be really useful if you do like customizable type products. These are some materials that came with the machine when I got it as like a package. I think you can buy just the machine, or you can get the entire set that comes with like starter materials as well as the air purifier. I actually didn't plug in my air purifier because I just wanted to see what it would be like without the desktop air purifier, since I have like a room air purifier in here. And when it engraves or scores different materials, it does like create a bunch of dust particles. It does filter a lot of it out with the actual machine, but having an additional desktop air purifier or a room air purifier definitely helps. So I have that going, and I think that's good enough, but I'll definitely try out the desktop air purifier that came with the xTool machine sometime soon. Also, I have the F1 machine. I keep saying like xTool, but xTool is like the brand, and they have a few different types of machines, but this one's the F1 laser cutter. This is the first thing I made. It's a little coaster. I put Monica's Collective, and I designed this right in the creative space software that you can download off of their website. It reminds me of a bunch of other like creative studio spaces that you can get. It's really intuitive to use. Like there were no instructions. I didn't follow any YouTube videos on how to get this to happen. I just kind of like figured it out on my own. It was very easy to figure out, but there are a bunch of YouTube videos online if you did want to like figure it out along with the tutorial. This is like the default font. They have a bunch of other fonts, but I just want to try out like the basic settings, and I think it's cute. This took literally like 2 seconds to complete, and then I did another one just to check the consistency, and cute. And now I have my own Monica's Collective coasters. And then also for fun, I decided to try out this dog tag. It's stainless steel, and I kind of messed up the centering of this. There's a really easy like way to center the materials in the machine. It's called framing. You can click framing before you actually process the art, but I must have like not fully centered it properly, but it still looks very cute. This says, can you even see it? It says Cutie Coda. It's really hard to see because of the reflection, but that's what I call my dog Coda, who lives with my parents. And I think it could be a cute little like secondary dog tag if he wants a new one. There are a bunch of other materials that I came with. I want to try this one next. I think it's just stone. And you can input the type of material that you will be using when you start your project on the xTool creative space. It adds the ones that come with the machine as defaults, so you can put in like manual type materials. But for the dog tag one, it said like dog bone shaped stainless steel dog tag, which I thought was like perfect, so I didn't have to go in and like figure out how to make this material show up like on the studio. They just had it. The next thing I want to try, probably in a different video, is this attachment you can add to it. If you wanted to score or engrave mugs or things that are like round and you need to kind of like shift the thing over to be able to get the full design like around the uneven material instead of like it being like a flat surface, then they have an attachment for that, and I have it, so I want to try that one out. And then I also have one more attachment that I'm actually not fully sure what it is, but I'm going to do that in a different video because I feel like I can go crazy with trying out a bunch of things on this xTool F1 machine. But I just want to do a quick thing to get myself started. Sometimes the hardest part in starting projects is to just like do that first initial step and get started and learn how to plug it in and how to install like the software that comes with it. That's why it took me forever to set up my printer that's over there, because I was just like, it sounds so daunting to try to figure out installing the plugins and doing the whole setup and doing the configurations, and all of that sounds like a lot, but really it only takes maybe max half an hour. More than often takes less time than that. But once you get past that hurdle, now you get to just use the thing and enjoy it. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Also guys, this machine just looks like so freaking cool. I love the green. I love how easy it slides up. I love that this lights up and also the knobs light up. That's the little laser that shows where the center is and how you can center the material here. So if I were going to do this tag, I would like try to figure out where the center is, and it'll show you like on the software what your design is supposed to look like and where the center is, so you can center it easily. And then you close it and then you press this button to go. There's like a safety here, which is great, and this is like the plug. This you can use to place the materials on top of so you don't accidentally like burn the bottom part of this. And then back here is how it connects to my computer. It's like really compact as well. Like it's so easy to like pick up like this in my hand. And it's easy to pick up. Oh, so cute. Good morning guys, it's Saturday, it's the next day. Last night I kind of just finished up all of the packing of orders, tidied up my space a little bit, read my book, watched the ground, and went to sleep. This morning I actually went to FedEx and the post office to drop off a couple more packages, and now I'm finishing up 2 more orders. that need to be labeled. So I was setting up my Cricut on this little table because right now I have my printer where my Cricut used to be, and my new printer has the like liquid ink that you have to fill in. I don't remember exactly what that process is called, but it mentioned in the instructions that you shouldn't really like shake the printer or turn it sideways after the ink is put in. So I was scared to put my printer somewhere temporary and then need to move it, thinking that like all the ink would go everywhere. So I just put my printer in a more stable place and moving my Cricut around. So for right now, the Cricut is here, but as I was trying to print out the candle labels, I realized this is the first time I'm like truly printing out a ton of color with this new printer, and this is what happened. It has like the blue lines going through it, so I was troubleshooting online and figured out that the nozzle probably needs to be cleaned. So there's like a way to do that with the printer. It's very simple actually, but I just ran that cleaning process and now I'm gonna cross my fingers and try to print again. I really hope this works because I don't have a plan B, and I already threw out the box for this printer. Okay, I think that's so much better. Good, nice. But this is regular printer paper. I just wanted to test it out. So now let's go with the sticker paper. While I pack up these last couple orders, thought I'd talk with you. I have you on my little like handheld tripod, which I never really use. So it's kind of a new angle. Thank you to everyone who ordered throughout the holidays, before the holidays, for holiday gifts, even afterwards when I ran a sale. I very much appreciate your support, and I'm not used to getting like a ton of orders at the same time. So this was really exciting for me. I'm excited to start releasing some new products that I have in the works in my head and I need to like sample out. I think today I'm gonna sample some potential spring candle scents. I have a few trials from Makesy that I want to try out, and then I also have some like just older trials that have been laying around for a long time before they stop being as effective. I want to create trials out of them. I also have some old vessels that I really want to use. That might be the thing I do next today. I've been obsessed with my little water activated tape dispenser. It's been so useful. I can't believe it's taken me years to finally get one. It was only like probably like 10 bucks. It was pretty affordable. I think it was like $12. Okay, this one's going to Susan in Jackson, New Jersey. I feel like the UPS guys know me at this point because I very much prefer to put the packages at UPS or to ship them with UPS because I like the people there. They're very nice and easy to work with. If you know, you know about the post office situation. There are often some people who work at the post office who are kind of mean, and I don't like to get bullied when I'm dropping off packages. So I do try to ship with UPS when I can, unless if it's like crazy more expensive. It's also a lot closer to me, like where I'm located, than the post offices. Post office is a little bit further away. This package is going to Whitley. She had the cutest order. Vanilla matcha latte, lime sangria guava blossoms, 2 scrunchies, and then I added in a freebie scrunchie. All these colors look beautiful together. Are any of you guys doing in-person pop-up shops in January or February or March? Because I feel like this is the season when like people don't really do them. And this is around when people start to just like work on stuff for the rest of the year, maybe Valentine's Day collections. I don't think I'm gonna put out like a really like big Valentine's Day collection, but I might release like 1 new candle scent or like Valentine's Day themed scrunchies or something. Let me know what you guys are up to as small business owners. I also started posting more about like my sewing type stuff on my Instagram, and that's been popping off a little bit, which is crazy. I feel like I have multiple identities at this point. On here, I'm a small business owner and I mainly make candles. And then on my Instagram, I'm mainly just someone who sews clothes for herself and posts videos and reels about that. And then on TikTok, I'm just like not as consistent. So I don't even know what I am on TikTok yet. Oh, I shouldn't have put that there because I'm going to put another piece of tape. Yeah, I find making videos in any sort of form so fun. I don't really see any of this as like work all that much. So when I took a break from doing all this during Christmas and New Year's, it was like kind of sad because it didn't feel like taking a break from work. It felt like taking a break from doing what I love. And that kind of like threw me off my routine a little bit. On top of that, I'm not really the biggest fan of the New Year time. I thought I was, because I love like having a fresh start and resetting things like that, but there's just a lot of pressure with New Year's, especially with resolutions, and then not being able to like do my routine every day kind of threw me off. But now that I'm back into it, I'm happy. All right, let's go to UPS and drop these off. Basically the only times I leave my apartment these days is to drop off packages, so thank you for giving me the opportunity to get some fresh air and drop off packages at the post office and UPS. Okay, so I have a number of fragrance oils and essential oils that I actually want to make sample candles out of to decide if I want to go with those fragrances as part of an upcoming collection or switch out some of my core collection fragrances for these. I've just had so many trial size fragrances just hanging around and waiting for me to do something with them, so today's the day we do something. I have smelled all of these before out of the bottle, but I want to actually mix it with wax because sometimes that changes the way it smells in a good way or bad way. 2 that I definitely really want to try from Dupe Fragrance is Ube Cake and Pandan. So these are both like Asian inspired scents. Pandan is like, I think I'm going to explain both of these really poorly, but these are both like flavors that are prominent in like Filipino desserts. So growing up I would have pandan cake. I don't actually know what it's made out of. I think it's made out of a root or something. Who knows? Ube is a root and it's purple and it's kind of like more mainstream. They sell a lot of ube flavored things at Trader Joe's, and the cake part I thought would make it a little bit sweeter. So we're gonna try that. I also have this organic peppermint essential oil from Vine Vita, which I want to try because I think I want to switch up my eucalyptus and peppermint and cotton fragrance because people don't like that one as much. I really like the label that I have. It's pink, but I think like something about the fragrance isn't that appealing, so I want to also try the essential oil to replace peppermint, but also like to be maybe an alternative for people who don't want to use fragrances and just want essential oils, because currently I don't have a scent that is only essential oils. And then these ones are kind of just for fun. Fruit Loops, I've actually already made a candle, like a sample candle out of this, so I don't think I'm going to make one today, but I'm almost positive this one is going to be incorporated into some sort of collection, maybe a nostalgia collection. I keep saying that, but I should probably just do it. But I want to rename it to something else a little bit more generic, like cereal or something like that, cereal milk. And creme brulee is a personal favorite of mine. I really like this as a dessert and I think it smells really good. I don't really have that many like food sugary sweet scents right now. I think this could be a good option. And these are also filled with the trial size fragrances. The bottom one's more filled, the top one not so much. But I want to go through these and figure that out. Oh, and also I have this trial discovery kit box from Makesy with their spring scents. Oops, this way. There were two I really wanted to try. It's Tiger Lily and Pink Lychee. That's just like a really cool name for a fragrance, but it also smells delicious. And I think it was this one. Well, I mean, these all smelled amazing, but there were two that like really, really caught my eye or my nose. And I think it was this one, Celle de Mer and Yuzu Blossoms. Yeah, this one's really good. And this one's the Tiger Lily one. This one's amazing. But before I like really commit to bigger size of those, I need to make the samples, so I'm going to do that. From in here, I've already used some of these. Like, some of these are basically empty. Okay, that's gone. Crisp Apple Rose, I've already used that. Oran Cinnamon, used it. Vanilla Apple Cinnamon, I never used it. It's pretty good. But I feel like apple is very much a more fall scent, and I'm trying to come up with more spring or like core year-round collection fragrances. Silky Woods and Ambrosial Spice. Oh, I've already made one of these. If I already made a tester candle out of these, that means I either went with it or I didn't, so there's no use in me keeping these like pretty much empty bottles anymore. Sugared Berries and Pear Nectar. Oh, that's delightful. But not something I personally want to go with, I think. It's so crazy how many fragrances there are out there and how you have to make a decision to go with only like 10 maybe. So far I am making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trials. I'm open to making maybe 10 today. Oh, maybe I'll do these. I have a bunch of these from Dupe Fragrance that I've never actually tried before. There's Mango Milk Tea. It's really dusty. Okay, the mango comes first. And then it takes a while to hit the milk tea part. So I'll try that in a candle, in like the wax, I mean, and see how that goes. These are so dusty. It's pretty embarrassing. This one's Taro Milk Tea. And I immediately get the taro and the milk tea. Like, it smells exactly like the drink I would get at a boba shop. This one's Gulab Jamun. Oh, yum. I think I'm going to make one of those too. Gulab Jamun is a Indian dessert. It's kind of like a dough ball soaked in syrup. Why am I holding on to all these trials? Like, I have so many of these and I've already used them. They're basically empty bottles. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, the real answer is because I am a hoarder. But I'm trying not to be because I don't really like having too much stuff. This one's called Cherry Blossom. It does smell like cherry blossoms. Morning, guys. It's another gloomy day, which means it's a candle making day. Naturally, I feel like gloomy weather just equals candle making for some reason in my head. I'm going to make those samples that I was talking about yesterday. I didn't get a chance to make them yesterday because I decided to just take the night off. We went out to dinner and we watched The Crown again. I also started a new book, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, and I'm pretty sure everyone in the world has heard of it, but I just started it and I really like it. I like that it's nerdy and techy a little bit, but it's just also really good storytelling. I'm flying through that. But I sometimes use reading as a form of procrastination, so I have to cut myself off every now and then to get some work done. So I got a clean little desk here and gonna get started on those samples. I'm very excited because I've been wanting to figure out how these ube, taro, and what's the last one? Pandan smelling fragrances end up being in a candle. I'm so excited. While the candles are setting over there, I'm going to be eating my beautiful lunch. It's a tuna sandwich with cucumbers on the side and the Caesar dressing from Trader Joe's. And I'm going to be watching some YouTube because I like to chill out while I eat and take a break every now and then. I just went through my website and updated a bunch of things. The opening, like, homepage said something along the lines of, like, this is the best time of year to shop sustainably, which is kind of like a spin on the holidays, like how it's the best time of the year. So I want to change that because it's no longer the holiday season. I think I changed it to something more like New Year's related, like start off the new year right with like shopping sustainably or something like that. And then I also went and took down the candle listings that are like the holiday themed collection. I only have those listed on my shop seasonally because I feel like things like gingerbread and mistletoe and like those names don't really sell well throughout the rest of the year, so I just took those listings down just to keep the website cleaner. And then I also took down some of the really old stuff, like the apparel that I handmade like 2 years ago at this point. I had them still listed because I really like the pictures that came out of that, and also I wanted to show that like I did apparel and I might like bring it back, but I felt just to make like the website cleaner, I took those down for a bit and then did like a few tweaks here and there. So I edited my Shopify site, which is so good because I've been meaning to do that forever. And now I feel like we're really getting into this year. Like it's taken me about a week to finally like ramp up into this level of motivation and just feel kind of like myself again and motivated and productive. So I'm happy that I'm feeling this way. I'm going to start editing this video because my goal actually for 2024, like a very loose goal, but a goal nonetheless, is that I want to post twice a week on YouTube and then also 2 or 3 times a week on my other social media platforms. If I could post more, I want to post more because like I love making videos and I love posting things and editing things, but for some reason I don't do it as much as I should, at least as much as I want to. I get caught like scrolling on my phone, or I waste time like just consuming content when I know what makes me feel better is making content and putting it out there and creating it. So that's something I want to do. Real quick before I leave, I didn't want to leave you hanging with how I felt about these candles, so let me give you a quick verdict as of like my first impressions with the fragrances in the wax. So this one is the ube cake fragrance from Dupe Fragrance, and it smells like a little bit alcoholic. I don't know what it is, but I don't really like it that much. It almost smells like a little bit of like a fake sugar type scent and chemicals. Kind of weird, but I do smell the ube. I don't know. Maybe I'll try like the ube scent that's like not ube cake, but just ube. This one is pandan and I love it. It's so accurate and it's pretty strong. I mean, I need to let this candle set for a few more days at least to give it like a final verdict, but I am leaning towards having this in some sort of collection. This is taro milk tea. I should show you what these look like as well. But also from Dupe Fragrance. It's not as strong as pandan. I don't really smell it at all, actually. Okay, well, we need to let that one set. This is the very first essential oil only fragrance that I've used. It's organic peppermint from Vine Vita. I've been very excited to try this, and when I tried it out, it was so fragrant. Like, I knew essential oils were like really good and really fragrant and had like so many other benefits other than just the scent. Like, they help with you relaxing, they do some sort of aromatherapy type stuff. But when I poured the peppermint in, I just like got a whiff of it and it almost like I felt it everywhere. Like, it wasn't just my nose, like I felt like my eyes felt it, like I don't know, my throat. And I'm feeling like still a little bit sick because I'm getting over my sickness from the holidays, and it just made me feel so good. It smells so strong. I used the same percentage of fragrance that I would normally use with just like a regular fragrance as I did with this essential oil. I don't know if that's right or not. I don't know if I'm supposed to use more or less essential oils, but I'll check on that. But it smells really good as of right now. It didn't blend super well. Maybe I didn't pour it at the right temperature, but I'll see what happens after I finish off the top with a hairdryer. That smells great. This one is the yuzu, I believe. Yes, this is Sel de Mer and Yuzu Blossoms from Makesy, and it smells so strong. Very sophisticated, unlike any of my other scents, so this one will be in some sort of collection coming up. Maybe a romantic collection for Valentine's Day. Do I have time to put something out before Valentine's Day? Okay, this one is the Tiger Lily and Peach Lychee, which I was so excited for, but I can't smell it. I think I need to put more fragrance in or something, because I know it smells good. I think I just maybe didn't mix it properly. Like, it smells so good from this, but I'm getting none of it from the candle. I need to remake this one. Going back to Dupe Fragrance Co., I have mango milk tea, and it smells delightful. Like, it smells like a tropical mango breeze, and then you get a little bit of creaminess from like the bubble tea, like the boba. I love it. Last but not least, we have gulab jamun, which is an Indian dessert, and it smells pretty good. Not super strong. It does smell like gulab jamun. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. That's how my parents taught me to say it. It smells pretty good. I don't know about this one though, because like I like it, but I don't know if I love it. We'll see how it sets. Okay, now thank you for watching the video. I'm gonna edit this, get it up as soon as possible. See you guys in the next one. Bye.